Alright, this is my quick look at a new NAS motherboard. This is a mini ITX NAS motherboard. As you may or may not know if you look at my other videos, my original ASRock NAS board got fried, so I took my old computer board and put it in that. It had an i3 just like the NAS. This one is a newer version. It's for an LGA 1700X or LGA 1800X CPU. So that's what they use, and then it also uses the same type of sodium as laptops do. So this goes up to 64 megs or gigs. And now this one has the 8 ports on, or 8 SATA ports on the board here. Now the reason I chose this one is because my backplane on my NAS has the 2 special ports that go to 8, and there's another board that has those 2 ports on the motherboard that goes to 8 separate hard drives. Now I can't use that because then I would be going 2 and 2 or to the same type of connector. So that's the reason I chose this one. I have 8 ports here. And as you can see, I actually colored the ports with my Sharpie, so I know which one's which because their order are a little different. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of weird the way they did it, but that's just the way it is, and it is printed on there, and then right there you have that printout. And I did the same thing here. This is 1, I put 1 dot. This is 2, or the second port, so I put 2 on there. Same with the NVMe ports. This is 1 and this is 2, and it's written right at the bottom, but that's just easier to see there. So it's nice that it has NVMe ports or drive space for those. So now I don't have to use a SATA drive, which is what I'm using right now, excuse me, to plug my OS. I can do it from one of these and leave all my 8 ports for the regular hard drives. I do have a RAID on 1 through 4, so this one I believe, I think it supports the 2, but because everything is done through the software, it doesn't matter. So as long as you have the plug-in, I should be okay. Especially with OMV or Open Media Vault, that's why I like it, because I can use that, do everything through the software, and as long as you have it connected, it works just fine. Now, this particular motherboard comes with 4 2.5 network ports. As you can see here, it has a dual what was it, audio combo jack, that's what they call it, and it's written there. And then you have the 2 LEDs here, and then you have a reset button right here, which is good just in case you have to do that. And it does have an HDMI and a display port, so that's kind of nice because it's the newer stuff or newer connections, and those are regular USB 3s or 2s, I forget, I think it's 2, I can't remember. So we have the fan header right here. This is a CPU fan, and then this is your system fan right here. And then we have 1 port over here. Let me see what else I want to cover. So these 2 here are the USB ports. This is the panel port. There is a what do you call it here, a jumper. Don't know what it is, and it doesn't come with a manual, so that kind of sucks, but that looks familiar. That looks like the old firewall computer I bought. Kind of looks similar, so hopefully we can find a manual for it. And let's see, it has a USB 2 here. I'm not going to use this, but it does have one if you wanted to use that. It's just too slow to use anyway. Let's see, this is J connection 1 jumper. I have no idea what this is for because, again, I don't have the manual, so I couldn't tell you. That looks like another USB actually. Yeah, it looks like another USB header. So that's pretty much it. I thought it was only a 17X CPU, but it does say 18X. I believe the one I got is a 12 gen CPU. I just got the lower, most affordable one I could find with the built-in video graphics on it. So I'll show that whenever that comes. I'm still waiting for that. So let's look at the bottom here. Let's see here. Nothing much else going on here. It just says LGA. Let's see here. LGA 17XX, LGA 18XX. I did order a low profile fan, and that cover just came off, but as you can see, all the pins are really nice, and there's the pins. I don't know, I can't tell. It looks like it. Nice and straight. If those are the pins or pads, I honestly can't tell, but it looks like pins. So that's what that bottom looks like. So we'll put it, that goes on the outside, not on the inside of the cover here. Alright, now I want to talk about one other thing. Again, these are 2.5 ports. I wasn't looking for that. This board just happens to have it. Now, my plan was to use this new card that I got. This is a 10 gig NIC network card. As you can see, this is a YPCB. I don't know if that's the port number or not. No, it's not. It's a different port number, but this is what it is. E300 750 fast PCB. Well, anyways, so if you look, this is a smaller port, but it still fits. So if I put it on there, I can't definitely get it in there, but I don't know if it'll work because it's sticking out right here. So I'm not sure if that's going to work. I mean, it seems to work. I mean, I can put it in there like a normal NIC, but that's the first time I get this small one, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Let me see if I can see that here. Let me take it out. So this I bought separate. This came with, this is the larger bracket, as you can see. Sorry about that. I'm looking down, not looking up here. And then it also came with the, well, this one, particular one, I chose it with the fan because I heard these get pretty, can get pretty toasty. So I got a fan with it. And let me see what this is. Oh, there it is. It is a PCIe X4 on that one. And this one is supposed to be, I'm not sure. Well, we'll find out. Either way, as you can see, it is cut out on here. There is a cutout, so the board still is able to fit in there, even though this one's a little longer, but that's just something else we'll find out. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I have to use the built-in ones, which is fine too, but the whole point of this board is to hopefully help the transfer rates, because right now my transfer rates are pretty bad. I'm just getting pretty slow rates. So that's the reason for the new board, and to update that so I can hopefully do more video transfers and then maybe work off of it. I don't know. That's the whole idea behind it. And let's see here. What else did I want to cover? So yeah, just keep in mind how those things are numbered. Normally, just plugging them in should be fine because the OS, you know, that's all it needs. But I like to plug them where it says that the numbers are, so just to kind of keep it track, you know, 0 to 7, or you know, on some things you're 0 to 7 or 1 through 8, same thing. So it's very plain. There's nothing else on here that I think I want to mention other than the 4 ports there. And as you can see, there's not a lot of ports on here, so there's no USB-C or anything like that, which is fine for the NAS. I still have to figure out how I'm going to mount it, because that's like a special way of mounting the CPUs on the newer models. Before, whatever fan came with them, that's what I used. I didn't bother buying a separate fans for any of the CPUs. They work fine for what I've been doing. And this is again the Intel version. So just keep that in mind if you already have a NAS. If you're like mine, going from 2 to individual ports or drives, then this is the one you want. But if you already have one, or the other motherboard that has the 2 ports on here going to individual hard drives, then you're gonna need a different board. So it just depends on how you have it set up, but other than that, everything's pretty much straightforward, I think. It does come with one SATA drive or SATA cable, I guess, to get you going if you need a hard drive on there. But I already have that, so they do lock, as you can see, so that's nice, but you only get one. And this, and then there's no manual, so hopefully we can find a manual on that. There are no other cables. I think the board has those. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Oh wait, and I don't know if I mentioned the reset button there, and this is a combo, but that's pretty much it. So hopefully I can get the rest of the parts to put it together and get it going. But well, that's a quick look at the this motherboard. I did get this on Amazon. You can get it on AliExpress, but they were taking forever to do the shipping, so I just canceled it, and I saw it on that they had it on Amazon, so I just ordered from there. And here it is. So now I just gotta wait for the rest. But there you go.